So we still have $228 left after buying the Lumix LX1 yesterday. I'm not particularly looking for anything today, but hopefully we can find something bargain, you know. So let's enter this hut off now and check out what they have. Oh, there's a lot of people here. Let me go through. Okay, let's hit the regular shelf first. A lot of cameras here, but nothing really interesting in terms of pricing. Actually, it's quite high in price, but the selection is not bad. There's a lot of DSLR choices here, and also some lenses. Oh, look at this 12mm Samyang. Not sure what mount is this for. And I also found some highly priced camcorders. And look at this Blackmagic Ursa. Wow, that price tag. Here's some nicely priced point and shoot cameras. Not too bad. And then here's a mix of different brands of mirrorless cameras as well. Oh, look at what we found today. The real Leica C-Lux 2. There are a lot of CCD cameras here, but it's all quite highly priced and nothing really interesting. Let's head to the junk section and see what do we have here. A bunch of scraps maybe. Oh, some DSLRs. Oh, a Pentax Spotmatic. We'll get back here later. Another Pentax Spotmatic. Let's check this out. Ooh, the mirror's gone. It's basically a junk for display. Not too bad for $10, I guess. Let's check out some other bins first. Oh, the scraps here. And then, oh, there's quite a number of Pentax Spotmatic today. I got a feeling we might actually find our Spotmatic here today. This one is quite cheap for 1,500 yen. But the battery door is actually missing. Let's test it out. Everything seems fine. The shutter, the curtains, and even the buttons are all still working. Let's check out the film door. The film door is kinda stuck, but I managed to open it. Let's check out the film curtains. Everything looks great so far. The mirror is quite dirty. Might even have fungus inside, but not sure. Let's check out the other junk shelf first. There's some nice DSLRs here. Not too bad for the pricing. I think we might actually find something interesting here. Let's see. Not too bad, but nothing really interests me so far. Let's check out the bottom rack first. Oh, there's a lot of film cameras here. Prices are not too bad. Oh look, there's also a Pentax Spotmatic for 3,300 yen. I think we might check this out later. Let's see what else do we have here. Not bad. Some camcorders, DSLRs. There's some vintage lenses. And oh look, is that a Super 16? Now let's get back to the Pentax Spotmatic that we found just now. For 3,300 yen, I think it's quite fairly priced for a junk, but in Japan, junk doesn't mean it's non-functional. So let's try out everything else to see if it's still worth the money. The mirror is quite clean. The buttons are all intact. Shutter works fine. And I don't see any issues other than there's a black line in the viewfinder. Everything else looks fine, and they actually just installed a new battery on it. Other than some scuffs, I think the body actually looks really good for its age. So I'm just gonna go ahead and get it. Let's just test everything for one last time, just to be safe. I'm also looking for some SD cards for the Lumix LX1 that we bought yesterday. If you guys are looking to buy older cameras from Japan, make sure that you buy an SD card as well. I've tried my SD card on this LX1 and none of it is actually recognizable. So I had to get an older SD card with a smaller capacity and also a slower writing speed. Okay, now we are ready for checkout. I think I'm really satisfied with today's purchase, despite being only in one store for the whole day. And as you guys know from the first episode, I'm actually looking for a Pentax Spotmatic. This is actually my first film SLR, so I'm proud to finally own one now. Now let's head to the next location. Okay, we are down to our last $200. Now let's head to the next Yodabashi camera and see what can we find there. I'm not expecting anything used here because, as I mentioned in the first episode, if you need a new gear, this is the place to be. I'm just trying to test out some gears that I couldn't actually get my hands on in Malaysia. So let's try out some of the cameras and lenses here today. Recently, there's a lot of hype around this camera. Let's try this out. Okay, I get why people hype this camera up so much, because it really feels good on your hands as a photographer. Now let's check out the Lumix stuff. I'm actually a big fan of Lumix. Look at this sexy looking gold titanium Lumix S9. It's a limited edition and only available here. Look at this minimalist Sigma camera as well. Don't think I actually seen one before. Let's try out the image quality. I really feel like getting one of these half-frame cameras here, but let's check out other stuff first. The film section is not too bad, but I think it's almost the same as what we have in Malaysia. You know, from what I've heard before, if you are new to film photography, get the black and white film first, because it's cheaper, so you can afford to make more mistakes on it. Okay, we did not get anything here, so let's head back and have a look at our Pentax. Here is it, guys. Look at how sexy it is. There are some scuffs and scars on it, and as mentioned, there is also a black line on the viewfinder, but everything else works just fine. Next up, we are gonna look for a lens to pair with it. See you guys in the next episode.